Hello everyone, welcome back to our Python new tutorial. Last time we looked at we finished data types, we finished for loops, and last time we looked at if statements. Now we are on CD, we are starting number 7, learning Python. Then after Python we shall go to our course Petroleum Data Science. We'll be learning introduction to data science, those libraries we'll be using. Then after we shall look at actually we shall use SQL. Actually we shall look at introduction to database because we'll be using it. Then we shall be introducing statistics for data visualization, and data. Actually, we'll be understanding data, and then we'll be creating models, machine learning models. Then for advanced, we'll be looking at deep learning, artificial intelligence, creating AI, because this is the data science. So today we're going to look at functions. How do you define a function? Actually, a function is the block of code that learns when you call it. Actually, it's a reusable code. It helps you to avoid repeating yourself. It helps you to break down complex problems and also organize your code well. Like, let's write a simple function here by defining it. How do you define a function? Let's say create a file which is called functions.py. So when you enter our file, let's save it. Then let's write this simple code. You write def. Def means definition. It means we are going to call a function. Our function is called greet. Then write this parentheses, which are called curved brackets. So how do we enter a function? The same way we enter if statement. Then you will, the interpreter of Python will indent your code. So let's say print hello, welcome to our course. How do we write our course? Actually, let's write welcome to Petroleum Data Science. Guys are saying this one is tiresome. It's okay. Welcome Petroleum Data Science. You're waiting for the course. Wait for it. It's coming. So this is going to be our function. Then how do we call a function? So we have finished to write a function. Let's escape from this function. You just write greet. Then you write there's a parenthesis, these curved brackets. It means the function is called. Let's run this code. You can learn from the terminal, but we are different directory. Can look at how do we change directories from different folders. That's going to be your research. So instead of writing this every time, you just call this one. When you call this one, it automatically brings the code you wrote. You wrote a block of code. So hello, welcome to Petroleum Data Science. So next step, how do we actually, let's look at let me comment out this function parameters, or function with parameters. I think that's a good English. Parameters. So these parameters means that you are writing inputs. So let's say let's call this function Let's call the definition. You are defining a function. Our function is called greet. Greet. The other one was greet. Let's write greet user. Who is going to be a user? Instead of writing this parenthesis only, at least you put the parameter there. That parameter is called an input. It means you are going to write input somewhere. So instead like input is going to be a user, you're going to greet him by a name. So what is that name? Let's enter this function. So print actually let's since you are going to have inputs here, I think we're gonna use formatted strings altogether. Let's say hello. Hello. Then you call this input hello. You call it by these curly brackets. Then you write name altogether. Hello. Then how are we going to call this function? You're going to print this. This is the parameter. It's gonna be an input. Then you print hello. Then is name. So when you call a function, instead of writing this, you just enter. Let's say greet user. Then you write a parenthesis. Then the name you put here is the name is going to call. Let's say Ashraf. Is a string, sorry. Ashraf. So let's run this code. All together. Hello Ashraf. Greet user, then you enter parameter, then in print you enter to enter parameter use this use curly brackets. Those one you use in the set. So let's go to another. So guys, you people were asking in my inbox about you guys. You are not writing return statements. So let's write it today. Function. Let's create a comment function with the return value. Let's call it. Our function is going to call add. Then you enter your values. What's this? This is called a tuple. A comma b. Okay, let's enter this function by writing the semicolon. Then we're going to return a, then plus b. All together. I think we are together. So let's say our result result. Let's create a variable called result is going to equal to, then we call our function add. Okay, then we enter our parameters 5, let's say 5 comma 5 and 3 all together. We have defined the function is called add. This add is going to return the sum of A and B. Then the result is going to equal to a function. Then you enter our parameters. These are parameters here. You enter them here. Guys, I think we are understanding the code. Then let's print. Now we are printing the result. The result that had a function. Let's print. For the variable, even if it's a string, just write it the way it is. All together. Let's run this code and you see. Output is 8. Let's run it again. Output is 8. So guys, let's actually that is enough for today. I've used 11 minutes. It's not enough. Let's add another. Let's understand. Let's go to advanced functions. So let's say we are going to say we want a default value to come on our code if someone doesn't enter anything. Okay, those we call it default parameters. How do you program a default parameters? Let's define our function. Welcome is going to be our function. Okay, then name equal to guest. So name equal to a guest. This is going to be our default parameter, a guest. So if someone doesn't enter his name or enter a name, just let's write a code actually. So let's call it let's create a function very well. Print formatted string, because we have an input here. Formatted string, then we write welcome comma, then we use curly brackets, then you write your name. This name all together. Then after let's escape from this, and then we call a function. This function is called welcome. Then we write this. So if we don't enter something here, anything here, it means it's going to write this, because you said a name equal to guest. If you don't enter name here, it's going to bring this default function all together, welcome guest. But if you enter something small like Senjima, then it's going to print welcome Senjima. I think we are together. Guys, for today, actually, let's stop from that. We are going to go to advanced functions so that we understand the functions very well. Thank you for liking my video. Uh, Let me thank my subscribers and those who are sharing my video. Guys, share the course to the people. I think there are many people who need to know Python, who need to understand data science, and also need to learn data visualization, data manipulation, and others. So we will be learning also softwares in petroleum engineering. Those who are not interested in that side, I'll be creating other tutorials for website development, graphic designing. So look guys, for that we move together. So guys, like my channel, uh, subscribe, share it by the way to many people as you can. Thank you very much. So guys, I'm gonna make another tutorial. We are still writing functions in Python. So if you understand Python, because sorry, understand functions, we'll be understanding the languages. We'll be writing these functions uh, so that to avoid repetitive writing codes. Thank you very much.